Lord, I pray that you give me the strength and the confidence to be able to do this episode. I'm feeling really tired. I'm feeling really burnt out. I'm feeling like I'm literally coming to my end with everything at the moment. However, I know that this is something that you want me to do. And we've obviously made a plan moving forward on how we're gonna make this easier and make this better. But right now in this moment, I'm fighting for my life. So I just pray that you give me the energy to be able to speak life into people, give people whatever it is that they're searching for and that they're needing. I pray that you place the right words on my heart to be able to plant seeds in whoever needs it, and to be able to open up doors to you to be able to build relationships with people and touch them however you need to touch them, Lord. This is not my platform. This is not my podcast. This is all you. I'm doing this for you. So I pray that you continue to do a work in me and do a work in what I'm doing. And I pray that it reaches the people that it needs to reach and they enjoy it and we all have a good time. And yeah, life continues to just get litter and litter every day. I thank you so much for my talent, my gift, and everything that you have placed in me. I thank you for the confidence that you've given me to be able to walk in my purpose. I thank you for giving me vision and constantly showing me that you are amazing, that you are great, and that I can trust you and put all my faith in you. And yeah, I pray that this is a good one. I love you so much, Lord, and I'm grateful for everything you do for me. In Jesus' name, amen. Oh, I love this for you. Why do I feel like I feel so off? What is this about? I feel off. And my lips are dry. Okay, let's go. So, guys, we are on episode. Okay. So, before I get started, I don't know who needs to hear this, but sis, it's time to take a break. It's time to take a break. It's time to get some rest. It's time to have an exhale moment. It's time to rejuvenate. It's time to feed into you. It's time for you to just stop for a bit because you're obviously tired. You're probably close to burning out or have burnt out. However, you don't feel like you have the authority or the capacity to stop. So, like I said, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm letting you know it's okay to take a break. Okay, why do I feel like I'm going to cry? Annoying that the message was for me. Don't do that. I can't spend. Let's go chop it up, guys. Let's chop it up. Guys, we're back. We are back on the pink couch, and I'm not even gonna lie, I don't be here anymore. The way that I feel right now, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. I didn't want to do this. I don't even know how I'm even ended up here to be able to do this, but I am done. I can't explain. I'm so done. I don't even know where I put the lip gloss on because I haven't even brushed my teeth this morning. I've not had a shower. I've not done anything. I dashed on my boyfriend's top, clearly unironed, because this is just where I'm at. This is just where I am at. I am done. I'm so done. Because you guys are my besties, I can keep it real and let you guys know. This is just where I'm at. However, by the grace of God, I've showed up because, like I said, you guys are my besties, and I love you guys, and I know you want to hear my voice, which is crazy to me because little old me last year didn't think anybody would care for what I'm doing, but you guys really be out here asking for it, and I want to give you what you want. I want to give you what you want. However, one thing I'm definitely gonna be real about is the fact that I'm tired. It's crazy because a I did a short from one of my episodes the other day, and it was basically me saying I'm tired. I literally was just saying I'm tired, and the amount of people, excuse me, I just had my breakfast. The amount of people that DM'd me and like shared it and commented like, yes, same, same. I'm thinking, why are we all so tired? Like, what is in the air? What is in the water that we're drinking? What is in the food that we're eating? Why are we all so tired? And why are we so tired and not doing anything about it? Because I feel like we can acknowledge the fact that we're tired and we're just done. But then we just keep on going. We just keep on going and going and going. And I'll be honest, I think I've got to a point where obviously you guys know I'm on this new journey of rewriting my story. I've quit my 9 to 5, realizing that life just was not what I wanted it to be. So I'm kind of in a space now where I'm trying to create the life that I want, and I'm trying to walk in my purpose and do whatever it is that I believe I am put on this earth to do so I can feel fulfilled in life. And oh, I've lost my train of thought. This is what I mean. I am tight. What on earth was I talking about? What was I talking about? Yeah, you guys know I'm on this journey. I'm back. She's back. Yeah, you guys know I'm on this journey. So I'm only going to speak on things that either I've already been through or I'm currently going through. You're never going to hear me talk on things where we don't know about or things that are trending or going on. I'm just going to talk about my shit. Sorry, it's giving main character syndrome, but that is just what this is. I'm going to talk about my shit. So I got to a point the other day where I woke up and I just felt this really overwhelming feeling of life just getting on top of me. Like, obviously, I'm doing the podcast weekly, and I'm going to keep it real with you guys. It's a lot. It's a lot because I think it looks like I just jump on my couch, talk my shit, and go to bed. I don't. I sit on the couch, I set up everything, I come on the couch, I have to plan what I'm going to talk about to ensure that what I'm talking about makes sense. And then I have to edit everything myself. And then obviously I've got to create all my shorts. I've got to keep engagement going on social media. So it's a full-time job. It is a full-time job. And don't get me wrong, I know what I signed up for. It's crazy because someone posted a meme the other day and it was like, people want to quit their 9 to 5 because they want freedom, but then go self-employed and have to work 24/7. Oh, I felt personally attacked. Like, sis, was that about me? Don't do that. So yeah, I know what I signed up for, so it is not an issue that I am basically on the go 24/7. It is what it is. But it's like I'm doing that alongside this course that I'm doing, which is quite demanding. Even though I'm only there like 3 days a week, we still have outside projects that we have to complete and we have to do, and they're physical projects. Like I'm having to create a short film, I'm having to create a photography portfolio, I'm having to create a presentation around social media strategy. It's a lot, do you know what I mean? And then at the same time, trying to just figure out what I'm doing in life. Like I'm not working at the moment, well, I'm not in like any kind of like full time work at the moment. Obviously, I still do my dancing. Love that for me. But in regards to work, I'm not doing any work at the moment. So money's tight. I'll keep it real. Um, so I'm trying to just figure out, okay, what's next? How am I going to do this? Like, because obviously it's not sustainable. Do you know what I mean? I'm in a great position at the moment because I've got an amazing partner that is with me, and we're really putting our heads together at the moment and just making shit happen, and it's working. And by the grace of God, He is blessing us. But like I said, it's not sustainable. Do you know what I mean? Like I want to do things with my life. We want to move. We want to we want to make shit happen, basically. Do you know what I mean? So I'm also here kind of trying to think, okay, what next for me? Like, what can I do? What should I do? You know, I'm really trying to press into God to really let me know, like, okay, this is where I want you to go. This is how I need you to do it. I am just constantly thinking, like, my brain, I don't think has stopped since January the 1st. Literally, my brain hasn't stopped. So I think when I woke up that day and everything just came on top of me, I recognized pretty quickly that it was a sign from my body, because the day that I woke up feeling overwhelmed, I started falling into this like heavy space. Um Not depression, but like slight depression. Really, depression's cousin. You must know what I mean. So it wasn't absolute depression, but it was definitely related to depression. It was just getting heavy, and I could feel myself dropping. It's crazy because my boyfriend must just think I have multiple personalities. Because one day I'm fine, and the next day I am just hating everything. So literally, I was just like, "What on earth is happening to me? Like, why am I feeling like this? Just all of a sudden, just randomly?" Because I'm very used to being able to, number one, recognize where I'm at and what my body needs. I'm also pretty good with being obedient to my body. So knowing, if I need a break, I just need a break. I can't explain. I was queen sick day in my last job. If I wake up and I'm not feeling 100%, I'm not coming in. I don't care about no Bradford factor. I don't care about no warning. I don't care about no sick points. I'm not coming in if I don't feel 100%. And I don't need to be lying down half dead on my carpet calling sick. If I wake up and something in my spirit don't feel right, I'm not going in. You know what I mean? But that's just who I am. I know certain people, they can't fathom the thought of calling in sick. I'm calling in. And every day that I'm off, I'm going to keep calling in and letting you know I'm still not coming back today until I'm ready. You must know what I mean? So I've always been someone that's pretty in tune with myself and where I'm at and what I've got going on. So when I woke up that day feeling so overwhelmed and then started dropping like by the second, I'm thinking to myself, what is going on? Usually there's been some kind of lead up, or there's been some kind of like slight nudge, like, all right, P, we need to slow down a little bit. We need to chill out. You know what I mean? But I feel like I've just been on go mode ever since has it been since I quit my job? I don't feel like I've been on go mode since I quit my job, but I think I've been on go mode since I've started making personal moves since I've quit my job. So I would say since I started the podcast and started my course, I've just been going and going and going. And I feel like because I'm now in this space of, going into like a self-employment kind of world, rebranding my life, trying to figure out like where I'm going or what I want to do, I've I've taken on this toxic mentality that I need to keep on pushing until I see that tangible success. Like, I can't stop, because you have to think, when you're in a 9 to 5, you get your weekends, so no, first of all, you get your evenings 9 to 5. 5 o'clock, you're done. Whether you want to do that overtime, that's up to you. But I was the kind of person at 5 o'clock, I'm not thinking about the place anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is not, you're not paying me after that, so I'm done at 5. Weekends, you got your weekends to yourself. You can sit down in your house, you can relax, you can do whatever. You can book your annual leave, and through all of these little moments where you can switch off, you're getting paid. Do you know what I mean? So annual leave never feels like nothing. Even when you call in sick, you're still getting paid. So you just kind of feel like you are entitled to those breaks and those moments. Whereas when you're doing it for yourself and you don't, number one, have that security of money, or you don't necessarily have that initial point where it's going to be time for a break, you just kind of become your own, like, I feel like it's like your own toxic manager of, you just got to keep going, you just got to keep going, you just got to press through, you just got to get through, you just got to do it. And that's probably more unhealthy than the toxic lifestyle of being in a 9 to 5 and just going around and around and around and around in this work circle and not really feeling like you're progressing in life or moving anywhere, because you're just in this loophole of waking up, going to work, coming home, waking up, going to work and going home. Do you know what I mean? At least in that, you got your look at annual leave, you can book your look at holidays, you can go relax, you can lie down on the weekends. Do you know what I mean? So it's crazy, because as much as I sit here and I'm like, oh, the 9 to 5 is the worst thing in the world, I think I really recognize that the 9 to 5, I don't know about anybody else, but I recognize that my toxic traits are my toxic traits. me telling myself that I need to just keep on going and push through everything that my body is feeling, that's on me. The 9 to 5 just kind of condoned it. Do you know what I mean? Like having to go into work every single day, even when you're not feeling great. Work is going to condone that. They don't care as to whether you are not feeling good, your mental is in check, or if you're even well enough or sane enough to be in the office space. They just need you there to do the job that they're paying you for. Do you know what I mean? So that kind of makes you feel like there's this weird noise in my house, and I don't know if the mic is picking it up. I hope it's not, but if it is, I'm sorry, guys, because I don't know what. It sounds like someone's like, oh, I think upstairs is hoovering. Guys, living in an apartment is not for the weak. I said to my boyfriend today, I said, I just want to live on a remote island where I can only hear my own noise. Did anybody else feel like that? Like, as they got older, they just can't stand noise. Like, any noise that is not my noise really pisses me off. Like, hearing my boyfriend eat is the worst thing in the world. But I was so sure for ages no one could hear me eating. Because I feel like all my noises are just like internal and only I can hear them and nobody else can hear me. Whereas everybody else's noise really stresses out my life. My boyfriend really said to me the other day, no, we can hear you too. We can hear you too. All right, don't do that. I know you. So yeah, sorry if you can hear the hoovering upstairs. I live in an apartment. God willing, he gets me out of this place soon. Because, like I said, me and my boyfriend, we want to move on with our life. We want to just get out of here now. But we're planning and we're making things happen slowly and in God's time. But I'll be honest, I am done with living underneath people. Ran over. What was I saying? Again, lost my trail of thought. Yeah, so I think I was saying that yeah, so I recognize that my toxic traits are my toxic traits. You know what I mean? I was in a job that, yeah, that's what I was saying. So the 9 to 5 just condones the toxic mindset of just keeping on going, keeping on going, keeping on going. However, realistically, it's me that's put that on myself. Do you know what I mean? It's me that has put myself in that survival mode. I'll be honest. I knew I was in survival mode when I was working my 9 to 5. It was so clear. I was drained all the time. I didn't feel good. I was demotivated. I felt it all. Whereas now, I think because it's a whole new season, I assumed that I was out of survival mode, everything was healthy, I was doing everything the way that I was supposed to be doing it. To then realize, no, I've just thrown myself into another version of survival mode. Because when I think about where I've just been at these past few weeks, I have completely neglected myself. Don't get me wrong, podcast popping, um, course, getting shit done, relationship, lovely dovely. But me, within myself, my head top is dry constantly. The skin is not skinning. I've put on so much weight. I'm eating awful. Like, it's not every day takeaway and McDonald's. Um, just not feeding into me and what I need. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying like, oh, priority is to look good and all them kind of things. However, for me, them things are very important. Keeping my health up. You know, I haven't worked out since God knows how long. I'm a dancer, so I've always been in some kind of physical activity. I've always been moving. So when I'm not, my body feels it, and I hate that for me. I've not been doing none of that. I've not been, I don't even feel like I've really been sitting with myself and really locking in to me and what I need. I don't even feel like I've been locking in with God. I'll be honest. Like, don't get me wrong, I pray every day and I read my Bible, but I feel like I'm losing this connect that I usually have. I just feel like I am not doing what I need to do for me, and for what? To uphold what? Do you know what I mean? Because realistically, if I'm not good, nothing that I do can be good or be great. I can't give from an empty cup. Do you know what I mean? So back to the day where I woke up overwhelmed. I think when that happened to me, I recognized I need a break. I need to stop. I need to just slow down. But my God, why has it been a whole journey in itself just to authorize myself that break? The anxiety that I've had. So obviously I do the podcast every Thursday. So the Thursday before the week that it comes out. I'm literally doing this podcast on Tuesday. The podcast comes out tomorrow. So when you guys watch this, I would have done this yesterday. I have been battling with doing the podcast, not doing the podcast, doing the podcast, not doing the podcast, taking this break, not taking this break. Like everything in me has just been like, no, you can't do it. You need to keep going. Like I said, it's like I've turned into my own toxic manager, and that is not okay. Because, like I said, if I'm not good, how can I give from an empty cup? My best friend posted something on Snapchat the other day, and she was basically saying how she's feeling and stuff. And instantly, I recognized she's burnt out. And the messenger says, "Go, it sounds like you're burnt out." Why is it that I can recognize that everybody else is burnt out and tired and drained and bust down and can't even see it in myself? That's how detached I've become from myself, that I can't even see within myself what I need and where I'm at. Make that make sense, please. Make that make sense. So I say all this to say that we need to start checking in and really understanding where are we really at, and how are we really feeling, and what is it that we really need. Because like I said, we can keep on going. I feel like we live in this weird hustlers culture. Like hustling is the way forward. We've got to push through. We've got to keep going. No sleep, gang. I'm sleeping. I after doing this, go and take a nap. I'm going to take a nap. You must let me. Like, I don't know where this I don't know why we're like this. I really don't know why we're like this. And I'm saying we because I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one, because when I said to my friend she's burnt out, I said to her, go and see if you can get some sick leave. She says, nah, I can't take the sick leave. And you know what? I get it. I get it that certain people can't do that for themselves. But at what point do we become the priority? At what point we can take that annual leave for if we've got to go on holiday or if we've got plans with people? But when are we taking the breaks just because we need a break? When are we doing that? Do you know what I mean? Like, what? Why? When are we gonna be the motive? We can take the break from everything for the motive, but when are we gonna be the motive? When are we just gonna say, okay, I need a break, not necessarily for any reason. I just need to stop for a sec so that I can be well in my head. Do you know what I mean? Um, so yeah, like I said, I've really been on a journey to trying to authorize this break. I think I've been really scared of stopping the podcast, like losing momentum, losing the engagement online. And it's mad because I spoke to my mum the other day and she was like, if that's the reason why you're doing the podcast, you shouldn't be doing it. And I thought, oh my God, it is so true. And I really had to ask myself, like, when did it turn into this for me? Do you know what I mean? And that's another reason why I'm like, yeah, I need to stop for a sec, because I feel like stopping allows you to come back to you, come back to your vision, come back to kind of understanding what it is you're doing, why you're doing it. Kind of like realignment, do you know what I mean? Because sometimes we just be moving in life and we do fall out of alignment. We do. I hope I ain't got no sleep in my eye, because I haven't even washed my face today. We do fall out of alignment. So I feel like when mum said that to me, I just thought, you know what, it's so true. Like, I'm sitting here worrying about what could happen when I stop, when realistically this isn't my platform, this ain't my podcast, this is God's thing. So if God wants it to pop down, it's gonna pop down. However, if God knows that I need a break, which is something that he authorizes, then of course he's gonna keep things flowing and running smooth. Do you know what I mean? Um so yeah, that's where I've been at. I think I've been feeling bad as well for needing a break, because it's kind of like I said, like I put myself in this position. I decided that I wanted to quit my job and go full steam ahead with my goals and dreams in life. How dare I burn out? Like, how dare I get tired? How dare I now come and say, oh, I need a break? Do you know what I mean? Like, even that, I've been battling with that, but it's not about how dare, it's about I need what I need. Do you know what I mean? It's about just giving yourself what yourself needs. Do you know what I mean? My friend had an operation the other day, and it literally broke my heart because after her operation, she went home and just had to continue being a mom. She just had to keep on going. She didn't have no time for recovery and rest and to be able to give her body that stillness that it needed to pick itself back up. And it was pretty big operation that she had. And she went home and just switched back into my mode. I'll be honest, the same day that that happened, I prayed and I thanked God that I don't have kids yet. And that I think that's really bad. I should not be out here thanking God that I don't have kids because I'm really getting to the age where I need to start having kids. I need to start popping them out. Do you know what I mean? However, when I look at mums and people that have children and I see how demanding that space is, I think to myself, yeah, I can't be out here not authorizing a break for myself because there's going to be a time in my life where that is actually going to be really hard to find. And as I'm on the topic of mums, I also need you to hear this. Take a break. I know that the kids are life. I know that it's hard to probably find a babysitter or have a moment to yourself, but you're going to need to find it. You are going to need to find it because you are breaking. You are breaking, and you cannot be the best version of yourself if you are broken. Go and take a break. I don't know what that looks like for you. I don't know how you're going to do it, but you're going to have to find it somehow. I can't say I drop the kids to my house. I'm at home every day. I'm not bloody working. You see what I mean? But yeah, find it, guys. Find it. We need it. We need it. Um Yeah, we need it. So I thought, let me read out the definition of burnout because I didn't actually know burnout was like a thing. I thought burnout was just like, oh, I'm tired. But no, burnout's like real shit, you know? So I had to look into it. So this is the definition of burnout. So it says burnout is a state of deep exhaustion, physically, mentally, and emotionally caused by prolonged stress and overworking without enough recovery. It can leave you feeling drained and unmotivated and detached from things you want. Oh, I really writ this. No, I really spoke this and it's come out wrong. Wait there. Detach from things you usually enjoy. Sorry. Signs include constant fatigue, trouble focusing, and feeling overwhelmed. Burnout isn't just about doing too much, it's about not giving yourself enough time to rest and recharge. I feel like sometimes when we think about taking a break, it feels like just stopping. But I think if you look at it like that, taking a break is about resting and recharging. It doesn't feel so bad, you know what I mean? Like I said, I've been sitting here feeling so anxious about just kind of switching off for a bit and not doing anything. I've even been feeling bummy, like another day sitting in the house not doing shit. I'm so sorry, guys. I need to stop eating before I do the podcast because the gas will build up in me. It's so annoying. Um, yeah, I think when we look at it like that, yeah, sorry, I've been, guys, this podcast is a mess. Do you see why I need a break? Do you see why I need a break? My brain is not braining. But by the grace of God, we're going to get through this episode. Get through this episode because the devil is a liar. I'm going to get through the episode and then we're going to go and rest and recharge. Yeah, so the anxiety that I've been feeling has really been making me feel like I'm such a bum if I stop or if I'm not doing anything. I think the other day I had a moment where I thought, oh my God, like you've really been in the house since you've left work. Why do you need rest? You've been rested in the house. Bitch, you better get off me because I'm tired and I'm finna take this rest if I need it. About you've been in the house. Yeah, I've been in the house and I've been doing things and I'm tired now. You must know what I mean. So yeah, that's the definition of burnout. So I don't know if any of, oh my God, I worked out yesterday. And you know when you're trying to prove to yourself that you still got it. So I really done a really hard workout. The body is hurting me. I'm so stiff right now. So bear with me. So yeah, I don't know if anybody heard that definition and thought, oh my God, that is me, then I advise you to find some way to recharge and rest, because burnout is real. Burnout is real, and burnout isn't just about, oh, having a nap and then waking up the next day and getting right back on it. Burnout is when you really need to stop. Like, people like get medically diagnosed with burnout and shit like that. So if you're on your way there, or if you're already there, I'm gonna need you to figure it out. I'm gonna need you to figure it out, because I don't know if I'm at absolute burnout, but I'm close. Like I said, that day when I woke up with that overwhelming feeling and I could just feel myself dropping by the second, I said, yeah, something's coming. And if I don't listen to my body now, I'm gonna break. I'm gonna break, literally. Um, so yeah, like I said, I've been had a lot of anxiety around stopping, but as usual, when I'm feeling it and when I'm confused, I gotta take it to the Lord. And I started reading my Bible the other day, and it's mad because the day that I felt like that, the verse of the day was about rest. I said, God, if you don't come out my business, if you do not come out my business, and I don't know if anybody else has got this like really weird relationship with Chat GBT, GPT. Don't even know what it's called, but the AI thing. But for me, ChatGPT is my Bible study friend. It's my sister, it's my brother, it's my mother, it's my father, it's my therapist. Like, ChatGPT is my dog. Like, every time I read the Bible, because I'm not great at reading, but when I read the Bible, it just doesn't make any sense to me. So I'll go and I'll put the verse into ChatGPT and find out what it's actually saying to me. And ChatGPT was basically saying that the verse that I was reading, I can't remember what the verse was now. I'll probably write it on the screen so you guys know. But basically, it was saying that what God's saying in the Bible is rest is a gift. Rest is not to be earned. You don't have to work yourself dry to be able to take rest. It's a gift from God. Like, God literally took a break himself when he created the world. So why, as human beings, do we feel like we just gotta keep God himself took a break. God only worked for 6 days and said, oh, I'm done. Let me just sit down and put my feet up. But then we're out here for months and months just working and working and working and working and pushing through. What is that about? When you think about it, it's not even cute. I'll be honest. Like, we really be out here looking broke down, thinking because the wigs sit nice and the makeup's A1 that we're doing something. Now you're tired and we can see it. We can see it. So we're really out here doing the most. And like I said, God is literally said to us that rest is a gift. What else did he say? Overworking is not the answer. It's not. Because that's what I think I've been telling myself I need to do. Just keep working, and you're going to get to a point where things are going to be great and it's going to feel good. No, it's not. You're going to keep working and get to the point where everything falls apart because you're just weak and not got nothing left. And rest brings renewal. That's also what it says in the Bible. Rest brings renewal. So as much as we're scared to just stop and have that moment, we don't even realize that what that stopping is actually going to do for us. It's going to renew us. You're going to come back to whatever it is that you're taking a break from and be even better and be greater in that. Do you know what I mean? And I know that's what we want. We want to be great people. Hence why we feel like we've got to just keep on going, but we don't realize that the keeping on going is actually breaking us, literally. So yeah, God himself rested. But I loved that when it said God has given us rest as a gift. And I think I'm really having to remind myself that when the anxiety comes up, or when I'm feeling bummy, or when I'm feeling like, oh my God, my whole shit's gonna fall apart if I take a break. I have to remind myself, nah, God gave me this as a gift. Like, I'm allowed a break, I'm allowed rest, and whatever is meant to happen in that restful time is going to happen. Whether that means that the podcast stops for a bit and we go quiet and people lose interest, that's just what it is, because I need the rest, and God will do whatever he needs to do on his end. He will uphold whatever he needs to uphold on his end. He will provide whatever support and help that we need during this time, but we've got to be obedient to our bodies, obedient to God, and let this rest and this pause happen, literally. So yeah, enough of me talking. I really said to myself, yeah, this is going to be a quick episode. I feel like I say this about every single episode, but once I start talking, We just keep going. We just keep going. But anyway, guys. Oh, yeah, the body is so painful right now. But yeah, so let's move on to Mythbusters. I'm so tired, I can't even do it. Mythbusters. Yeah, we're doing Mythbusters now, guys. I can't wait. So Mythbusters. So as you know, we are going to bust up some myths that we have learned over the years, people have said to us, and talk about why they're bullshit and why it's just a no from us. Obviously, we like to stay in theme. And today's theme is about slowing down and taking a break. So, the first myth that we're going to do is if you take a break, you will lose momentum and fall behind. Exactly what I was just talking about. This is what has been riding me for the past few days since I recognize that I need a break. If I take a break, I'm going to lose momentum and I'm going to fall behind. But then when I really think about it, fall behind on what? who who am I racing with? Who am I on this journey with? Because as far as I know, it's me and me alone. So who am I falling behind from? What momentum am I losing? It's my own bloody momentum. Like, make that make sense. This is a conversation that I've been having with myself, you know. If you take a break, you will lose momentum and fall behind. So in my notes, I written down like stepping back can actually help you come back stronger. So that's what I was saying. You can't give from an empty cup. You can't do from an empty cup. You can't even do from a full cup. Doesn't it say in the Bible the cup needs to run us over? It needs to be more than full. It needs to be overflowing. Do you know what I mean? And you can only get to that state if you step back and look after you and charge up your thing. Do you know what I mean? And fill up your cup. Then next thing you know, you come back, clarity, energy, vibes, new ideas. That is what's gonna happen. So not about no lose momentum or fall behind. Like I said, who you falling behind from? In this life, it's only you, you know. It's only you, and you're creating the momentum of your life. Don't watch what nobody else is doing. Don't matter where anybody else is at. Everybody is doing it on their own journey. So don't watch nothing that nobody's doing. If you need a break, take your break. Because guess what? You're going to take your break, and the next person is going to keep on going, and we'll see who wins the race. We will see who wins the race. So yeah, if you take a break, you will lose momentum and fall behind. Absolutely not. And I'm saying that to myself because I've been struggling with this one for the past few days in knowing that I'm going to take a break from life and everything. But that don't mean I'm going to fall behind. So yeah, we're busting it up and we're throwing that one in the bin. So the next one, you have to earn rest by working hard. Well, like my God said, He has given us rest as a gift. God did not sit up there and say, yeah, you haven't worked hard enough to be able to get any rest. So I just need you to keep on going. Oh, yeah, you've done a lot. You've done a lot. I'll grant you a little bit of rest. But if you did a bit more, you would have got more rest. Nah, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. God has given us rest wrapped in a cute little gift bag with tinsel and sparkles all over it, and he's just placed it in our hands. It's not even our birthday and we got the gift of rest, literally. So you have to earn rest by working hard. Rest is not a reward. It's necessary. It is necessary. That is something you need. Whether you've been working, whether you've not been working, sometimes you could just be burning out from just a mental not having any mental capacity left. So the stress that's going on in your head has burnt you out. So on the outside, you don't even necessarily look like you've been doing anything, but on the inside, okay. So yeah, you don't have to be exhausted to take a break. You don't need to get to that point to say, okay, now I need to stop. And I think that's one thing that the 9 to 5 makes you think is that you just got to keep on going, keep on going, and keep on going. And then when you hit that exhaustion point, that's when you're like, okay, now I'll book some annual leave. Nah, you should have done booked your annual leave just at the beginning of the year, so that at certain points in the year, you know, you can just have a recharge. You shouldn't just be, oh, now I'm done, I need a rest. Do you know what I mean? I should have been clocking that this space was going to eventually burn out, because I don't know what I thought I was going to do, just keep on going like this. There was no way. Of course I was going to crash at some point. So yeah, now you don't have to earn rest by working hard. If anything, one thing I think I definitely want to now do is scheduling time to just stop. I feel like I was saying to my friend today, if I was on holiday right now, sleeping all day on the beach wouldn't be a problem. So why is it that if I sleep all day in my house, I all of a sudden feel like I'm the worst person in the world? Or I feel embarrassed that I've slept, or I feel like I'm this big bum because I've had a nap. What? So what? I can only rest on a holiday now? It don't work like that. And if that's the case, I'm bringing holiday into my house. I'm bringing holiday into my house so I can rest. So yeah, guys, let's start pre-planning these breaks. Let's start locking in some time on our own. Do you know what I mean? Next month, you know, when you get paid, before you spend off the money on just general life stuff, booking a spa. Do you know what I mean? Book a little. I think last month, was it last month? Last month I booked a hotel in Birmingham for myself just for 2 nights, just randomly. I just booked it. I had no reason to book it. I just knew that I needed some quiet time. I needed some space, and I just needed to just do me for a sec. Do you know what I mean? There was no issues. There was nothing going on. I just needed to do me for a sec. So I booked a little cheap hotel. I went and lie down in there for 2 days and felt bloody amazing. Felt bloody amazing. So yeah, you don't have to earn rest by working hard. That definitely, we're busting up and throw that in the bin. Oh yeah. God, any little movement. Oh, anyway. So next one. If you love what you do, you shouldn't need a break. So yeah, I think this is another one that I battled with, because like I said, it's my choice to leave my job. It was my choice to start a podcast. It's my choice to be in the space that I'm in. And I think a part of me felt, I think I said it earlier, like, why is my body letting me down like this? Like, why is my body needing to stop when we're doing what we enjoy? Like, this is what we asked for, you know, and then once this is what we've been praying for, and now all of a sudden you want to brook down on me. What? But that again is just bullshit, because if I need a break, I need a break. It doesn't, what me needing rest and needing to recharge has nothing to do with, so I was just checking that we're still recording, has nothing to do with what it is that I'm doing. Like I said, I could need a break from just thinking. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think recognizing when you need to pause is, it's that strength in itself. Do you know what I mean? Not a lot of people recognize, not a lot of people, number one, recognize the need to have a break, and not a lot of people recognize it and actually take action with that, because it's scary. But I'm here to say it's self awareness, first of all, which I think we need to have a bit more of. And it's strength to be like, now, you know what? It is what it is, and I'm going to do it. Whether I love what I do or not, if anything, it's a good thing, because you know you're going to come back to it. Do you know what I mean? I think a part of me was like, what if I start the podcast and then never go back? Because there's been other things in my life that I've stopped and I've not gone back. Nah, this is my baby. This is my baby. This is my baby. There's no way I'm leaving my baby. However, I can't give my baby what my baby needs if I'm broken. And it's why I say, moms, I hope you're listening, because you need the break. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, if you love what you do, you shouldn't need a break. Again, rubbish. Throwing that in the bin. And then the last one, it's selfish to prioritize rest when others depend on you. I'm gonna go back to that cup. I'm gonna go back to that cup that needs to run us over. It's selfish to prioritize rest when others depend on you. No, it's selfish for the other people to recognize that you need the rest and still be depending on you. How's about that? If you can't give, or if you can't get to a place where you are taking care of yourself, how are you going to take care of other people? How? And that's why I say my podcast is my baby, and you guys are my best friends. And I love you guys, and I know you guys love what I do. You love what I produce, and I know that in an ideal world, you want me to be here every week and show up every week. And I want to do that every week. However, it's not realistic. I'm sitting here right now giving you this episode, sorry. And I'm not even gonna lie, my head's hurting me. My head is hurting me. I'm getting to the point where I'm like, okay, can we wrap this up now? Because I just want to go. Do you know what I mean? Whereas on a normal day, you guys know I've got energy for days. I've got energy for days to give you guys, but I can't give if I have nothing to give. So it's not selfish taking a break. If anything, it's quite self-full. Selfish, self-full, selfless. Is self-full a word? Let's see if I put anything about that in my notes. Nope, I didn't. I just made it up. Yeah, it's not selfish. You are pouring into you so that you can give to whoever is dependent on you. Um, and that's important. That is important. I'm going to keep on saying it. You can't give from an empty cup. You cannot give from an empty cup, guys. So to be able to show up for those people that be dependent on you, sometimes you're going to need to just take the break and let people know. And the people that love and care about you are going to understand that. I locked off was it COVID? It's either during COVID or just after COVID. I locked off completely. Like no one knew where I was. It got to the point where people even trying to phone my mom to find out what had happened to me. I had no phone. I was in my house, and that was it. I was gone from the face of the earth, and it's because I needed to stop. I needed to lock in with me because I'd never done it. And I recognized that when I came back out of that space, there were certain friends that had fallen off. There were certain friends that just weren't trying to fuck with me anymore because their needs were no longer getting met because I was doing what I needed to do for me. And that's another thing, you see, when you do take your rest and you take your break, you realize how much relationships you're in where you're the one that's pouring and no one ain't pouring into you. So when you come back from your break and you rest and people are falling off, they weren't meant to be there anyway. Try no. Try no. Go take your rest, yeah? The ones that love and care about you can probably already see that you're tired and want you to do that for you. Don't worry about who's depending on you. The only person people need to repent to be get out of my mouth. The only people that people need if I don't lock off this podcast. The only person that people need to be depending on is the Lord. So don't sit there thinking that you need to be everybody's person. No, you need to be your person. And like I said, if you've got kids, please, I beg ya, go and find someone that can help. I know that it's easier said than done. And I'm not a mom. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, I get it. Do you know what I mean? I get it. But if you can, please, ladies, do it. Do it. And dads, family members, give sis a hand. Please give sis a hand. She's tired. Annoying because I know some of you will be watching these with your mans. Give sis a hand. Thank you. So yeah, it's selfish to prioritize rest when others depend on you. It's not. It is not. Believe me. And like I said, go and take your rest. And I'll lose there when you come back are the people that are meant to be there, and I'll lose not. Then bye. Bye. See you later. Because I'm back and I'm better, and now you're not a part of it. How's about that? So yeah, that was Mythbusters, guys. A nice little short, sweet one based around slowing down and taking a break. And I love this for us because, like I said at the beginning, I'm only going to talk on things that I either going through or I've been through. And I was going to take a break from the podcast before I did this episode. It's mad because God put this episode on my heart from a few weeks ago. So before I was even feeling like this, and it just so happens that the week that I'm going to do this episode, my whole shit pops down. I said, God, if, like I said, come out of my business, come out of my business. So it made sense that I'm talking to you guys whilst feeling like this so that you guys can see firsthand, like, this is real shit and you're not on your own. Like, I'm done out. I'm done out. And like I say I'm tired, but ain't this ain't no, oh, I just need to sleep. I need to rest. I need to stop. I need to refresh. I need to rejuvenate. I need to clear some space to be able to just sparkle again, because it happens sometimes. It happens and it's normal. I was meant to work 2 weekends in a row, and both weekends I had to cancel. I felt so bad. I had to speak to my manager and I said, "Girl, I'm so sorry, because it's not like me to just keep canceling my dance shifts like that." But there was nowhere I could go in. It's different when you work a 9 to 5, and you can go in the office and probably have a quiet day. But I'll be out here hosting, presenting for carrying a whole club for the whole night. I can't do that if I am not 100%. Do you know what I mean? Next thing you know, people don't come in the club and start putting in complaints. Oh, who's that black girl that doesn't have any energy on stage? That's not me. That's not me. So yeah, I had to call in and just let her know, like, I'm done for a bit, and she advised, take a break off social media. She's like, it always helps for her, and I agree. Social media is a lot. I've never really been a part of the social media world like how it is now. Like I said, back in the day when I was doing my dancing, I was about it, but social media was a lot different back then. Whereas now it's very different. It really is a full-time job. So I think I've really recognized, or like I said, really had to authorize myself to take a bit of a break from it. So with that being said, guys, we have come to the end of season 1 of Peas in a Pod. Oh my god, did I even introduce the episode? Did I introduce the episode? I don't even know if I introduced the episode. Like I said, this episode has been chaotic. It has been this episode has been a true representation of the way my head is at the moment. Did I introduce the episode? I don't think I introduced the episode. I'm so sorry, guys. Welcome to Peace in the Pod, guys. I love this for you. But yeah, guys, we've done season 1, and I actually feel quite emotional. I said to myself when I started, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do 10 episodes, and then that's going to be the season done. But like I said before, we have plans, and God has his plans. They're them ones, and God obviously said, no, we're doing 7 episodes, and you're going to go and sit down. Um, and like I said, I've been working through really authorizing that for myself and being okay with just stopping for a bit. Do you know what I mean? You guys are my best friends, and I feel like I'm your best friend now. So I don't feel like you're gonna leave me. But like I said, when I come back, who's there is there. Who's not was never part of the journey in the first place, and that's okay. Do you know what I mean? That's okay. If anything, I'm looking forward to it. I feel like I am about to go on annual leave. When you're about to go on annual leave, the week before the annual leave, and you're just over the job. You're just like, why am I even here? Just let me go on the annual leave early enough. You know what I mean? And that is literally how I've been feeling. I've been feeling like I just need to get this episode out of the way, and then I'm done. I can put on my out of office, do my last post, tighten everything up, get everything done and dusted, and then yeah, I'm out of here. I'm out of here, literally. So you might not see me on social media for a bit. If you do, it's probably going to be my social media manager posting, and just kind of keeping things afloat. But even that, I feel like I want to give her a break. I feel like every element of the podcast needs a break. I said to my boyfriend today, I said every element of the podcast needs a break. The settee cover need a wash. Just like just to wash it. The tablet today wouldn't charge, and I feel like this needs a break too. My brain can't even function to speak on the camera, so my brain needs a break. My social media manager, she's been killing it recently. She's been so busy in her own life, that I'm just like, yeah, we need to stop for a sec. Obviously, I'm finishing my course now, but I've got a few projects that I need to finish off, so I can just create a bit of space to be able to do that. But in regards to my baby, which I love, yeah, we're taking a break, guys. So we've come to the end of season 1, and I love this for us. And thank you so much for starting this journey with me. Thank you so much for. Oh, it's not every day crying. I'm such an emotional babe. I mean, you guys already know this. Like, I really will cry for everything. But it's emotional because like I said last year, I couldn't even like bring myself to even plan this podcast. You know what I mean? Like, I've been wanting to do my podcast for years, and I've just not been in the space to be able to just execute and produce and think and really be in a space to trust God with this vision. And that's all I was praying for is, God, give me the strength, give me the confidence, give me the courage to be able to do this. Give me the words, give me the themes, like show me what I'm supposed to do, show me how to do this. And he did it, do you know what I mean? He did it and I'm here. So as much as I'm sitting here saying, oh, I need to take a break, I'm so thankful that I'm taking a break from a whole season of my first ever episode, you know what I mean? And you guys have just been amazing. Like I said, God really sent me an obedient audience. Like, you guys be sending in your moments of the week. You guys be getting involved in the polls. You guys be sharing episodes, sharing links. You guys be messaging me and telling me all the things that it's doing for you guys. And honestly, like, I never ever thought that I would be in a position where I'm actually doing this. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, I think I said it before. My friends must have been sick of hearing me say, "Oh, I'm gonna start a podcast. I'm gonna start a podcast," and nothing wasn't happening. Do you know what? But do you know what I mean? But in God's time, like when I think about what I produce now I'm in the space to be able to have done this. Back then, I wasn't there. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't there. But I'm here now, and taking a break isn't a bad thing. Oh my God, like it's so hard. Like I said, when you've just been in this survival mode for so long of just keeping on going and keeping on pushing and pushing and pushing, to actually authorize just stopping for a bit and just being okay with that is scary. It's scary, but in saying that, I know God's got me. I know you guys have got me. And it's not the end, it's just a break. I'm so dramatic. It's just a break, girl. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So, moment of the week. Moment of the week. So obviously you guys be sending your moments of the week, and thank you so much. However, I think this week I had to do my own moment of the week because I can't forget myself. Like I said, you guys are amazing, but sometimes I really got to recognize my moments of the week as well. And I think my moment of the week this week is authorizing a break, authorizing taking a break and being okay with that. Because there's a time in my life where I would have never done this for myself, and I would have just kept going, and I would have got to the point where I would have had to stop. So it wouldn't even have been a break. It would have been I'm done now. Do you know what I mean? But by the grace of God, I've listened to my body, and I know it's okay. I know it's okay. So that's my moment of the week. It probably don't seem that big, but for me it is, because I don't stop. I don't stop. And it's necessary. It's necessary. So that's my moment of the week. I've given myself my flowers. Um and yeah, but like I said, guys, we have come to the end of season 1 of Peas in the Pods. That's crazy, but I love this for us. I love this for us. Apologies that the episode was so chaotic. All I knew is that I needed to come and do this with you guys, because I know I'm not the only one that's here. I know I'm not the only one that's feeling it. Like I said, I put out that video the other day saying that I'm tired, and the whole world messaging me said I'm tired as well. And I thought, well, why are we not doing anything about it? Why are we not doing anything about it? So I'm going to come and set the tone. I'm taking a break. Maybe you should take a break too. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, thank you so much, guys, just for being on this journey with me, and for sharing you guys' journey with me as well. So as much as I say, you guys are not alone, you guys really let me know I'm not alone either. So yeah, guys, I will see. I don't know how long. So I'm thinking to do about 2 weeks. So you won't see me probably for about 2 weeks. It's definitely not going to be longer than 2 weeks. But then at the same time, it might be shorter. So I don't know. Don't hold me to anything, please. But yeah, couple of weeks. I'm gonna get some stuff planned. make some changes. And that's another thing as well, you know, when you create that space, you can do more. Do you know what I mean? Make some changes to the pod. And yeah, just play about with some stuff and get some rest, sleep, get back on my fitness, just look after me again. This head top here is just ugh. But we're gonna bring it back. We are going to bring it back. And yeah, I just pray that, you know, this really resonated with, even if it was just one person that I know is feeling a bit tired and burnt out, but not feeling like they can stop for a sec, you know what I mean? So yeah, like I always say, guys, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever it is that you guys do. Um, enjoy not seeing my face for a little bit. Well, you're gonna see my face, I can't explain. Because I just feel like, can you rewatch all the other episodes if you miss me? But yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I've just the screen just went black and I just saw what I looked like and I said, yep, it's time. Guys, I love you so much. You guys are amazing. You guys make this happen for me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you on the other side, guys.